The original Game of Thrones TV series came to an end more than 5 years ago. But now, fans have a chance to call part of the hit fantasy series their own. Heritage Auctions opens bidding on more than 2,000 props and costumes from the show this month. We visited their New York City gallery for a preview of the sale.
Culturally, Game of Thrones is, you can make arguments. You could say Star Trek is super important, obviously, right? But Game of Thrones is right up there because you have this amazing storytelling.
Joe Maddalena is the executive vice president of Heritage Auctions.
Remember, week after week, we were glued. We were waiting for that next week to find out what happened. We talked about it in society.
Next time I see you, you'll be all in black. It was always my color.
Heritage spent over a year curating all the items for the auction in Northern Ireland, one of the shooting locations for the series.
So for the last 5 years, all of these amazing things have been in Belfast, Ireland, in an archive. And we work closely with the HBO team of archivists to curate this auction. So this is coming straight from the archives.
The auction, which takes place October 10th through 12th, features 900 lots of props, costumes, and memorabilia from the series' 8 seasons. You can bid on everything from dragon eggs to suits of armor, royal gowns, even a replica of the Iron Throne itself. Maddalena gave us a sneak peek at some of the auction's most sought-after items, including the signature ensemble of Tyrion Lannister, worn by actor Peter Dinklage.
When you look at these, the detailed, the hand-stitched leather, I would expect a costume like this to bring $20,000 to $30,000 at a minimum.
The infamous shame bell.
Shame.
When Cersei Lannister was imprisoned and had to do the walk of shame, and she would walk naked through the streets and it'd be shame, shame, shame. The bidding for this is already, I think, at $10,000. A key prop, it could bring $50,000.
Sword, 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 sword.
And finally, the holy grail of the auction, the sword wielded by the series' main character, Jon Snow.
The workmanship, the craftsmanship, this is a weighted sword. Probably weighs, 6 to 8 pounds. Probably will be the most expensive thing in the auction. I wouldn't be surprised if this broke $100,000.
Sorry I wasn't there when you needed me.
You were exactly where you were supposed to be.
To help promote the sale, Heritage invited Game of Thrones star Isaac Hempstead Wright, who played the character of Bran Stark, to check out the collection.
It's pretty crazy to actually see them again. I didn't think I'd ever see this again. Bringing back a lot of memories, good and bad. But yeah, pretty crazy. I spent most of my teenage years in that funny outfit.
And of course, we couldn't resist asking Wright what item he'd like to bid on at the auction.
If I could have anything here, I should probably say one of my props, but to be honest, I think it would be a sword, because I never got a sword through the whole show. All I wanted was a sword.
Impossible to believe. Universally in the studio, I believe, the shame bell. That's what we're gonna
That's
go
in the
for.
control room. Our bosses
Would like that for
the
us.
shame bell. But I have to say, we aren't throne heads.
No.
To be clear,
No.
Cindy, what would you get?
She said, our floor director Cindy is, and she said the shame bell. Come on, how good is that? Shame on you right now. Right now.
Not interested.